One of the biggest compliments we have here with the beef is, and on a daily basis when they come in and go, this is what beef used to taste like. It's all the time.
The highest praise possible.
Oh yeah, most people don't want to eat the same thing every week.
No.
So every Thursday we come out with a new menu.
Okay.
We do a menu of kind of the pantry where we do snack items like hummus, chicken salad, pasta salad, things that are easy to grab kind of things. And then we'll do like flatbread. We'll do a couple salads, and we try to change the salad every time. We make everything in-house, so all our salad dressings are made in-house, all the seasonings. We only use the tallow that we make, and olive oil, and bone broth that we make with our, or with the
Which is all really great for you.
which is all super good for you. I'm kind of like your personal chef without having a personal chef.
No, that's fantastic.
Everybody has a busy schedule, so it's hard to eat a nutritious meal and feel that you're treating your body right. So we only use natural stuff. We don't do canned vegetables. Everything's fresh.
All right, Chad, after hearing about all that amazing food, I am starving. What do we have in store today?
We're gonna cook short ribs, and we're gonna reduce it in a red wine reduction, and we're gonna serve it over cheesy Gouda grits.
I love all those things. Let's stop talking. Let's do it now.
Hi, I'm Chad Phares with Pack Pantry and Kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking some of our family beef from the Branch Ranch. We're going to cook short ribs. We're going to braise it in red wine. And we're just going to try to respect the animal as much as possible and hopefully have a great meal. The Branch Ranch is located in Mansfield. It started in Branch, Louisiana. It was a childhood dream of Tommy's. And his daughter started a 4-H project at Lafayette High. And from that 4-H project, they have now become the largest Branch ranch in the United States. And their product is incredible. Not just because they're family, but you'll be able to see like short ribs are meaty, lots of marbling. And we're gonna use good ingredients to get a great product. What I did was I just took the short ribs out, and we're gonna just take some of the tallow that we make here at Pack Pantry and Kitchen from the Branch Ranch, and I'm just gonna coat the ribs just a little bit. And that's just gonna help the seasoning stick to it. And we're gonna put a simple seasoning that we make here, no preservatives, kosher salt, and we're just gonna let it bring out the flavor of the beef. Well, now that we got it seasoned and ready to go, we're just gonna sear it off in a black iron skillet. We're gonna start with the fat cap down. And we don't want to overcrowd the pot. We're just going to put a few at a time. And we're just looking to get a good sear on it and help seal in the juices for when it gets in the oven and it starts roasting. So we'll do this in a couple different sections until we get it all seared off. And then we'll start adding our vegetables, and we'll deglaze it with a little bone broth that we make here at Pack Pantry and Kitchen with the Bring Us beef from Tommy, the Branch Ranch, and the tallow we also make here. It doesn't take very long, and you can go medium-high heat, and all you're looking is to kind of seal all the sides. That's the main part right now. A lot of people get intimidated with short ribs. They've never cooked it before. It seems hard. It's real simple, and all we try to do is keep it simple and let the beef speak for itself. It's a very versatile dish. We're gonna braise it today with some red wine, but it's very versatile. It can be used in a bunch of different applications, a bunch of different ethnic cuisines. We're just trying to get that caramelized a little bit, get a little color. It's also gonna help with the sauce. And you don't want to overcrowd the pot too much. You don't want it to steam. These short ribs have a lot of meat on them. It's a good short rib to work with. That's the color we're looking for right here. And this tallow that we use, it has a higher smoke point, so it won't burn, or it won't burn as easily. It gets a little more forgiving. It is all natural. It has a ton of health benefits. It is so much better than seed oil. And it adds flavor to this dish. Just about have every side done right now. We'll take out the first batch and start our second batch. One of the great things about Branch Ranch beef and us being able to carry it exclusively is we're very hands-on and they do things the right way. This beef is given silage, which is fermented hay, so it retains the minerals, gives the cow more protein. And once we go to the finish program, they still on silage and regular hay. They're always on grass. In the last 30 days, we give 20% cracked grain. So they get 80 haylage, silage, and 20% cracked grain, which helps flush them out and finish the flavor on the cow. It helps produce a good marbling and a great tenderness. These cows are born, raised, grazed right here in Louisiana. In Mansfield, Louisiana is our main ranch, and they don't leave the ranch so they come visit us here at Pack Pantry and Kitchen. Okay, we almost finished our second batch. And all the little greenies and little tidbits on the bottom, that's exactly what we're looking for. And we're just gonna add some onions and bell peppers and garlic. Kind of deglaze the pan. Sweat these down. The other good thing about Brangus is that it is a hybrid that was started here in Louisiana in Iberia Parish with the LSU Ag division helping. It was developed to help the herd have a hardier herd for our heat, and what it's done is it's really produced a great carcass. And all we're looking to do is sweat down these onions and vegetables, and then we're gonna add some red wine and bone broth, and we'll put it in the oven and let it braise. And that's about the whole dish right there. It's super simple. So next time you see short ribs and you wanna try something that you haven't, this is it. And once you see the onions and the vegetables start to get a little color, you can go ahead and put the short ribs back, bone side down, and just kind of layer it in there. And fit them all back in. And then we'll kind of deglaze the bottom with a little red wine. Oh, that's good. That smells good. We put about a cup. We're gonna let that cook down for about 5 minutes or so. You can kind of let the pot tell you what to do. Once those big bubbles stop and it kind of calms down, they'll tell you we're ready for something else. Once you see it calm down a little bit, you're gonna put probably double the bone broth, beer, water, where it's almost to the top. And we'll add some fresh vegetables from our garden, fresh herbs, help flavor the broth, some thyme and rosemary, let it get down in there. And we'll put a few of our fresh roasted tomatoes. And this is gonna help with the gravy. And you just smash them in there. Gonna get them in there. Now our work's done. We put a lid on it and it goes in the oven. All right, to go with our short ribs, we're gonna do simple grits, and we're gonna elevate them a little bit and put smoked Gouda cheese in it, and Colby Jack. And that'll be our base for our short ribs once they're done. So this is a actual mix of half and half and a little water. And to flavor that stock, I'll give my friend a plug. I use his base better than bouillon. We'll put about a tablespoon of chicken base, and we just wait for it to come to a simmer. We don't want it to ball or scald the milk. And we'll have all our ingredients ready. Our cheese and our grits and our whisks. Add a little garlic too. Garlic never hurt. Once that milk comes up to a simmer, I just add a whisk in the grits so they don't clump up. And we kind of whisk so they start cooking. At this stage, they're just good old grits, and we're about to add our cheese and step them up a little bit. We can reduce the heat to simmer, and we'll start off with the Colby Jack, a good cup of it. And make sure it's all mixed. It wants to go to the bottom, so you get it all around. And then we'll finish it with our smoked Gouda. And at this point, we can turn off the fire. The residual heat will finish this off. And they're just waiting for our short ribs. We'll finish these grits off with some good old butter. Ooh, yeah. These came out great. These are short ribs. Just coming out the oven. It's reduced, made a little gravy. And we're gonna put them on our grits. Okay, we'll start with a bed of our grits. And we'll layer some ribs. Right on top. We'll scoop up a little of this gravy. And that's our Branch Ranch short ribs. This is a fun dish for grilling season, especially now that the weather's getting a little cool. This is a skirt steak from the Branch Ranch. They come clean. For the most part, you're still gonna have to take maybe a little silver skin off, but it should be pretty clean. And you just trim off this silver skin, and you wanna keep the little fat they have to help baste it. And it will also give it a little help with the flavor, so it's all good. And once we get the silver skin cleaned off, we're gonna pound it and kind of tenderize it a little bit. And then we're gonna do a little play on a stuffed poblano. We're gonna stuff this with a stuffed poblano, and it will be ready to grill like a steak. I just charred some poblanos, and we're gonna take the skin off the charred part, and we're gonna kind of fillet the poblano, and we're gonna stuff everything like it would be a stuffed poblano inside of the skirt steak. It'd be a good weekend meal. And at Pack Pantry and Kitchen, you can order this ahead and we'll have them stuff ready for you to grill. We'll do all the work for you and you do the grilling. And we'll cover our skirt steak. We'll tenderize. Now that we tenderize, we'll flip it over. Tenderize this side. Tallow is going to help the seasoning stick to it, and it's going to keep moisture inside of the steak. And then we'll just start layering. First, we're going to put some provolone cheese. And then we'll put our pepper. And one pepper will probably do. Then I have a little cream cheese. I'll let it get at room temp. I caramelize some onions. And we'll add a little seasoning to that. Mix it up. And we'll spread this right inside the skirt steak. And it's probably best to use your fingers. Get it mashed in. We can turn it. And we just roll it up. And this one can make possibly 3. And if you have time, you can wrap it in saran wrap, put it in your fridge, and it'll kind of stay all together. We'll tie each side. Cut off our excess string. We'll cut it right down the middle. And that'll be our steaks. And this will be for the chef, the taste tester. All right, we're gonna take our skirt steak and you cook it just like a regular steak. We're adding a little bit of our tallow to the pot. And then we'll and we want a good medium rare. You can cook it however you like a steak. I think steak should be eaten medium rare. But however you like it, that's good for you. And these skirts can be stuffed and rolled with anything that you can imagine. Whatever flavors you like, stuff it in there and give it a try. Once you get a good searing color on the bottom, we flip them over. If you cook it on a pit, you just close the pit and let it cook. We're gonna let it cook for about 3 to 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna finish it off in the oven for 15. Perfect. All right, to go with that skirt steak, we're gonna have some simple smashed potatoes. We're going back to that good tallow with all the health benefits and minerals. It's gonna help crisp up these potatoes, give it a little flavor. We're gonna season the potatoes with just that vegetable seasoning. And we'll just layer them in there and let them get a good skin on them. And all we're really looking for is getting a good outer crust on it. And this is one of the sides we do offer on our meal prep plans at Pack Pantry and Kitchen. If you want to come by, we at 205 Rue Louis here in Lafayette. We do a new menu every week, so nobody gets bored. We offer breakfast items, pantry items, entrees, desserts, salads. If you do have a special diet, we do cater to that. And we kind of want to be your personal chef. So if you have any requirements or needs or wants, that's what we're here for. Once they get a little brown, that's what you're looking for. It's gonna form that crust. And it's a simple side that'll go with that skirt steak that we stuffed with that poblano. So to get to this point, what I did was I parboiled the potatoes. I got them at fork tender. I cooled them off, and then I just smashed them to where they kind of open up. And that way it takes in the seasoning, it absorbs some of that tallow, and it helps get a good crust on it. It takes about 15 minutes to boil them, and you can put them in your fridge and just have them. If you have steak night, you can always have some ready to go. At this stage, we'll take a little butter and some of the fresh herbs that we chopped up and spread the love. And we'll finish them off in the oven for about 15 minutes. All right, we got everything together out the oven. Those potatoes that we put in and roasted, we'll plate them right on the bottom. Give you a little variety of them. And these are those herb potatoes, fresh herbs. And you can see they're crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. And we'll take our skirt steak wheels, stuffed with poblano and cheese, and we'll just stack it around. And just to finish it off, we have a little chimichurri sauce. Get some on the potatoes too. That's our dish. Branch ranch skirt steak stuffed with poblanos and cheese over herb crusted potatoes. At Pack Pantry and Kitchen, we always have hamburger patties ready from the Branch Ranch. And it's always something to keep in your freezer or fridge for a quick meal for burgers. You can make a burger bowl or break it up and make tacos. All we're gonna do is season it outside. Kind of mash it in there and grill it up. Season the top side. And that's it. These are pretty lean patties, so I'll add just a little bit of tallow. And that'll help get our grilled onions where they need to be. Okay, that's just gonna finish cooking off. You can have it as a hamburger steak, or like I said, a hamburger bowl. A quick, easy fix for your busy schedule. We finished off our hamburger patties and we elevated them into hamburger steaks. And we'll just finish them off with some good grilled onions and maybe a little fresh parsley. That's our versatile hamburger patty.